What's that?
It's 10 minutes.
Oh, that's true, yeah. 10 today and then 8 tomorrow.
Dario's going to be in the big blind here. Angel Shlomi raising under the gun with kings.
Shlomi has a big one, and he's not playing around. He almost makes it 5 times the big blind.
Bonyadi with sixes will call. Negreau on the button has 10-9 of diamonds.
Negreau's loving life right now on the button with this hand. He's really thinking about it. He's confused with this 5x open out of Shlomi.
But he makes the call. Both blinds will fold, so 3 players will see a flop. No 6 for Bonyadi, but a 9 high flop could get Daniel in trouble here.
Daniel looked a big speculative pre-flop, and now he's picked up top pair. He might get in trouble.
Shlomi continues. He's made it 15-25. It's a pot-sized bet.
No slow playing for Shlomi. 5x pre-flop, pot on the flop. Daniel's still not convinced. He wants to call.
But should he call?
Daniel has a tough time folding pairs, and this is top pair. He should probably fold, but I don't see it happening.
He does make the call.
A big pot is brewing.
No real threat out there to Shlomi's kings.
Shlomi can't be too concerned about this turn card.
21-25.
This time he decides to make it a little bit cheaper for Negreau. He went full pot on the flop, right around half pot on the turn.
Surely this is where Daniel lets it go.
Daniel is trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. And he makes the call. He's not entirely convinced yet. Again, this river really doesn't change much. The only hand this helps is 6-7 or 8-9. And Shlomi only fires out a 3rd pot on this river. He gives Negreau a fair price to make this call. He's getting 4-1 on his money.
Well, let's see if Daniel can get away from this.
Daniel is determined. Angel small river bet is a value hand that Kid Poker can't beat. Although it's hard for him to rep a hand, he's bumping it up.
Here you got aces or kings. Can I say that, or is that illegal? Heads up. I can say what he has, but not what I have. Okay. I'm thinking aces or kings.
You think right.
Daniel really pulled the trigger correctly on that one.
And Shlomi's now thinking, if you've read me for aces or kings, surely you can beat aces or kings. I have to fold.
If I show one, do I have to show all? No. Okay. I can show one? I can show one if I want to? I don't feel like it. Never mind. I don't have a good one to show.
Great start for Daniel. Almost a double float there, and then a bluff on the river, which got the job done.
Negreau wasted no time pulling out the tricks from his playbook.
Daniel is one of poker's biggest personalities, and if he ever wins its biggest event, he'll have to hire another personal assistant just to sign his autograph everywhere.
Good point. He opens under the gun to 44,000 with Queen 10 of hearts. He is a fan favorite player, tweeter, blogger, you name it, they love him.
Yeah, but he has been in a bracelet drought. He's only won one since his 2004 Player of the Year summer.
To Pollock now with pocket nines.
Pollock says he'd rather win the main event bracelet than an Oscar because he could wear the bracelet.
He was nominated for a Blockbuster Entertainment Award in 2000 for End of Days.
You can't wear a Blockbuster Entertainment Award anywhere.
Hey, how you doing? What's your name?
Bell.
Bell? Nice to meet you, Bell. I'm Kevin.
You know, at this point, Daniel clearly knows Kevin's got a better hand than he does.
Raise.
All right, a re-raise announced.
Well, when Kevin Pollock 3-bets, it's like a code blue in a hospital. Everyone's on high alert.
He makes it 140,000.
Fold's best hand.
Folded to Poker Pro bracelet winner Chance Corneth with 2 red jacks.
Tricky pocket jacks against the 3-bet from the tightest guy here, who just committed 1/3 of his stack, plus Daniel Negreau still to act.
So much to consider. The jacks meekly go into the muck. Daniel folds, give it to Pollock.
Do you accept bribes to see your hand?
How much?
I got $5 on it. Dan did it for 5 earlier.
5?
10?
For each card.
I'll throw in a hug.
Pollock shouldn't show his hand for any price unless it's 7 deuce.
9 jacks.
Jacks? Yeah. 1 jack or 2?
3.
Just now?
You had the best hand then. Jacks? He had like 9s or something. 9s or 8s.
Oh yeah, did I mention Negreau can read your soul?
Back to Daniel Negreau with the featured table. He's got a pair of 7s against Matt Trout, who's got an up and down straight draw after the flop. Turn card is a 10. Trout hits his straight. Daniel can only hope for a chop.
Lon, what Daniel does is pretty simple. He says you get into someone's head, understand how they approach the game, and then you play their tendencies. It's just hard to master.
Trout, a 28-year-old mortgage consultant from Wisconsin, checks it over to Negreau. Daniel bets 4,000. Daniel with a pair of 7s. Trout check raises all in.
I had you on the flop, and you got me on the turn.
It's right again.
I had you, but then that card changed the leader, I'm pretty sure, right?
Couldn't we use Daniel to track down Bin Laden?
You had like some kind of 9 in your hand, right? Like a King 9 or
King 9?
9, whatever. Take it.
Daniel folds.
You're a sick human.
King 9?
King 9?
I did it again! Yes!
Even when you lose, they cheer for you.
I had you till then.
What, you couldn't give us the suits?
Oh boy, I'm reading good today. That's good. I'm reading good. I'm feeling good.
Jerry Buss is still trying to manage a big-time chip deficit to Daniel Negreau. Queen Jack offsuit and quickly moves all in. Jerry Buss on ace-10 quickly calls.
It's the right call. He's got the best hand.
That's not good.
Well, no, I don't have very many chips. Then 1,800 rounds. I got 2 rounds left. I don't call. I think you probably got me.
I don't know. That's a decent hand.
Daniel has a little hope. Jerry said, I think you finally got me. Daniel turned over his queen high like it might be the best hand.
Get lucky one time.
These two have been very forthcoming about their hole cards so far in this match. Flop is 5, 9, 10. A pair of 10s for Jerry Buss.
I got another big hand.
Right, but Daniel's flopped an open-end straight draw. Daniel has a lot of cards to win with. In fact, it's pretty close. You see the graphic, 52 to 48.
I'd open it straight against the pair.
He needs an 8,
2 of hearts, 4 diamonds.
Jack, Queen, or King.
2 of hearts, 4 diamonds.
Again,
Jerry calling for the cards he wants again.
Not again.
That would be a good
Daniel said, not again. You did it once. Don't do it again.
Not an 8. 8 of diamonds. That'll be exciting.
No.
Turn is the 8 of diamonds, and Daniel makes it straight.
He said 8 of diamonds, and 8 of diamonds came. Amazing. Now Jerry needs another diamond to make a flush.
Jack of diamonds.
Daniel says Jack of diamonds because that would give him a straight flush, negating Jerry's ace-high flush.
Not the Jack of diamonds.
The river, the Jack of diamonds. You gotta be kidding.
I called the 8 and the Jack. That's unbelievable. I called the 8 and the Jack. That's unbelievable. I made the straight flush.
That is unbelievable, Matt. He called the 8 of diamonds, and then he called the Jack of diamonds. Unbelievable.
I got to go buy me a Lakers jersey now.
Let's get back to our featured table where Daniel Negreau is front and center. And Negreau with Queen 10 offsuit.
I know how badly Daniel wants to win the main event, but I still think he does too many other things. He plays golf. He's got his own blog. He's doing Wii bowling. He's scattered.
He does raise it to 3,000. Over to Ryan McLean with pocket aces. He's another Canadian player. He's from Edmonton.
Maybe this is the Canadians' year to win the main event.
A re-raise to 9,000 from the small blind from McLean. So that action back to Daniel now from Toronto. Lives here in Vegas.
I don't really want to, but I kind of have to.
Well, you didn't have to, Daniel. But he did. He calls.
6,000 more. These two Canadians to the flop. It is 5-4 queen, and that's dangerous. Daniel paired his top card.
You see, Daniel hits top pair, and he's hopelessly behind. That's why he didn't have to.
You know what I think he's got? Aces.
That is uncanny.
I think he's got 2 aces.
What do you do if you're McLean now?
Well, I'm not even sure McLean has aces, and we can see his cards.
McLean, a little more than half the pot. Bets 12,000 with his aces.
Well, if Daniel is so sure he has aces, why did he reach for chips?
Ace.
Yeah, he made the call.
Give him an ace over there.
Turn card is a deuce. No help to Daniel. McLean checks this time.
You know, I think Daniel's talk has frozen McLean. Daniel talked his way into a free card.
There's a 5 on the river, and that earns McLean the check mark.
Why would you check aces on the turn? That was such a strange play. You had a straight draw and everything.
If I'm McLean and he's got the best hand, I just want to crawl into a hole. It's like Daniel's flashing a spotlight in your face.
McLean checks it. Daniel checks it out. There you go.
Aces.
I told you I knew what he had. I had a queen.
Over at our feature table, Daniel Negreau under 2,000 chips now on the Milwaukee's Best Light Pocket Cam. He's got ace, king of spades. He's got good cards to play with today.
I don't think Daniel's won a hand for like a week, maybe longer.
He bet $250 over to Naylor Harrison, our paving contractor from Maryland.
What are you doing there?
Pocket queens.
Grabbing for more? Yeah. That good, huh?
Wow. Must have a pair.
Daniel never stops fishing for information.
It's a raise to 700. Rest of the table, fold, fold, fold over to Sam Farha, king 10 offsuit.
Let's gamble.
He says, okay.
I have no choice. I call.
2 sharks in the water.
I'll take the profit. You guys take your money back.
3 to the flop. Harrison's queens lead the way right now. And here is our flop. It is 6, 4, 7, all diamonds. Harrison has the best diamond in the hole with a queen.
For help. Another
And he still has the pocket queens as well.
To save Bradley.
Farha first to act with the 10 of diamonds. He checks. Daniel checks. Harrison's all in.
Ruben out in 500.
Just over 3,000 chips.
Must have diamond.
Sammy folds.
This would put Daniel all in.
Good flop for this hand.
But that flop completely missed his suited ace king as he shows.
And he folds. Naylor Harrison wins the hand with his queens.
I'm sure he had that ace of diamond or something.
No. 2 jacks, right? No.
I'm sure he had 1 diamond. Jacks or queens, either one.
Queen?
Tag team interrogation.
Okay.
Queen of diamond?
Wow, that's pretty.
So he looked at it 3 times to make sure it's diamond, not heart.
I wanted to make sure one of them was a diamond, Sammy.
That's why I laid it down.
If Sammy and Daniel ever knock on your front door, just shout out, nobody's home. These are 2 sharp tacks.
Let's go back to our featured table at the World Series of Poker, presented by Milwaukee's Best Light. Adam Jones from Sturgis, South Dakota, which is very close to Deadwood, where Wild Bill Hickok was killed playing poker. 7 deuce of hearts.
Wild Bill broke the first rule of poker. Keep your back to the wall.
Daniel Negreau with pocket 9s. Daniel's going to raise it up to 2,200. Nobody gets a cheap card around here. Peter Antill with pocket 4s.
I'm sorry, did Adam Jones call with 7 deuce?
Of hearts.
Okay, he's playing Lon McCarron poker.
There's David Stuck, a truck driver from Erie, Pennsylvania. King 10 offsuit from the big blind.
Boy, I would say that's a loose call from the big blind.
1,600 more it cost him. Jones, with the raise to him, will call 1,600 more to him.
Jones called another bet with 7 deuce.
4 to the flop. It is deuce, 4, 6. Antill got just what he was looking for, a set of 4s.
Very nice.
Stuck checks. He's drawing dead. Over to Adam Jones.
Reaching for chips.
Picked up a pair of deuces. He puts in 2,800 chips.
I know Jones used to ride Bronx for a living, so he can be a little reckless, but are we kidding here?
Special with Negreau after him. Daniel's going to raise it.
10,300.
10,300 more.
Yeah, Daniel likes the flop. It doesn't seem to threaten his pocket 9s.
Oh, cool.
Antill calls. Stuck folds.
That was a nice smooth call from Antill as Daniel eyed him.
Got to tell Daniel something.
Oh, Jones gets off the horse.
So heads up, Negreau and Antill. 8 of spades, no help for Daniel, who trails big time.
And Daniel slows down. Lon, doesn't just have a sixth sense. I believe he has a seventh and eighth sense.
At least. Antle checks also.
Antle will not let him know the strength of his hand.
Another 8 on the river. Antle earns the check mark. And he's got the full boat. Daniel checks again.